Hey guys, and welcome to the newest episode of Blu-ray Tuesday with Terrell. All right guys, it's another dead week. I feel like these last few weeks have been kind of like slow, but August all in itself doesn't have like a lot of big releases. For today, the biggest release was Flatliners from Arrow. They had a Steelbook 4K re-release, as well as Tenebrae from Synapse Films. I didn't order those quite yet, but those are on the list. But also, there was a bunch of re-releases, like things that were released like a few years ago that they got upgraded. A lot of random things, some like Western that I didn't care about from RLJ Films called White Elephant. Not the Christmas thing, but it's called White Elephant. I have no idea. I didn't pick that up either. So there's nothing. So we're gonna improvise this week. So I just want to start off with a couple stories, and we're gonna get into this. So today, it just happened today. Ain't this crazy? I was having an okay day at work. It was, a normal, regular day, customer service, and basically I was helping a customer and I heard little kids screaming. It was really weird. Like these little kids are just screaming. I was like, what is happening? And I see all the customers just stop in the middle of the aisle and then just start pointing. So I look over to go see what's going on. I head to the front and I see a little man, like a ninja. He was like jumping. He ran into a car and then drove off. It was crazy. So I had to, I don't know. So basically, there was this little ninja boy, this little Asian man, Ninja Pino. So he was Filipino, but a Ninja Pino. So basically we had these cricket machines. Y'all know what cricket machines are? I don't know either, but they're expensive. So basically, you can make like shirts and or like products with this. I don't know, do little cutouts or like paste things on things. I don't know, but that shit is heavy because I remember loading them boxes. Anyway, this little Ninja Pino, I guess he was seeing there was not many people up here. There was one cashier, and he hop over the counter, takes this fucking machine and runs out the fucking store. And I guess all the little Karens that were in the front were just like, oh no, and they were all taking pictures and videos and all this stuff. I saw this aftermath afterwards. But yeah, there was just a big commotion. And mind you, this Ninja Pino had on Jordans. This Ninja Pino jumped into a BMW. This Ninja Pino got money. So I don't know why he's stealing a cricket machine. Maybe that's why he got money, because he has a side business, because you can do a whole lot of shit with that to make money. But anyways, this Ninja Pino just stole a cricket machine. Anyways, it was a whole thing. It was just shocking. That was like the highlight of my day, I guess, because I was just so shocked. He looked normal, well kept, looked like he had money. It was a whole experience. But then he stole, or I'm sorry, he got canceled. He's a Ninja Pino. But anyways, so yes, that was that. So I also want to talk about some things that just dropped recently. I've been on a whole show hype lately. I haven't watched a lot of movies lately, but I've been on a couple of shows. So American Horror Story was one. We talked about Horror Stories. Episode 2, y'all need to check out because that was pretty good. Aura with Gabby, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Seabay from Precious. Y'all know Precious. Precious is in it. Precious from season 3, Coven. She's the main character. She's married to this twig. I don't know how they would have met because this was a weird pairing. And they get this little fucking aura. It's called Aura. It's like a ring thing that you can see shit outside, and it's very supernatural because then when they put it on their door, they see things that are trying to come into the house. I'm probably not explaining this too right, but y'all gotta watch it. I don't want to spoil it anyways. It's on Hulu, and it was pretty creepy, but I like the Precious bitch. That was great. It was cool to see her in a serious role in a sense, but the whole pairing with that man, there was a twist though. Y'all gotta watch it. That twist at the end was kind of cool, but that whole relationship was weird. Anyways, moving on. Another show that I watched that dropped last week was Pretty Little Liars. Original Sin. Because, it's a remake, a reboot. That's all that people do nowadays. So, if y'all watch Pretty Little Liars and liked that, I think you might love this. And if you're into slashers, I think you love it even more. So, Pretty Little Liars, I used to watch back in the day on ABC Family. And this show, it was okay the first 2-3 seasons, and then it just went downhill, like, fast. Well, this one, the remake, or the reboot, or whatnot, it's all new characters, all new stories, new teens, and it's, new for new times. So this season's Original Sin, it's more of like a horror thing. It started off with these mamas, and they're at this, well, they weren't mamas, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. So there's these girls in the school in the 90s, and this girl killed herself. Like, she jumped on the thing, no one was listening to her, she felt neglected, so she wanted to kill herself to get some, attention. So the bitch dies, and you see her blood, and then it goes like 22 years later, and you got all the new kids. So you have the new group of friends. You have 2 Latina girls, 2 black girls, and the token white girl. So the token white girl, she gotta have a gimmick. She pregnant. So the main character is pregnant. This is crazy, y'all. So there's a slasher, has a lot of odds to all the other slashers. Like you have Halloween, like the bitch in school looking outside the window and you see the little guy in the mask and the outfit or whatnot. You have stuff too. I know what you did last summer. Scream, when you get the little text messages and the calls, whatever. What's your favorite scary movie? I know that might sound kind of weird or whatever, but when you watch it, it's kind of cool. It's like a whodunit. Like, who the fuck is trying to, you know, get these girls? And one of the mamas, this is kind of a spoiler, one of the mamas gets like a note in the mail. You know, that's very 80s slashers. She opens it and it's like a fucking flyer for the party from the beginning when she was a young kid. And she got so spooked she went to go slit her wrist. Very Pennywise in the It movies. You know, when the guy slit his wrist because he didn't want to go back to Derry. It was just like that. And she died. So, you know, a year later or something, she with the blonde, this is the pregnant mama, she going through it. So this blonde bitch, she got pregnant, her mama killed herself, and she got a killer after her. This is crazy, y'all. And she the main character, she going through some shit. So, I don't know, this could be a twist. Maybe the bitch went crazy. Maybe she could be the killer. Who knows? But there was a scene that fucked me up because I'm terrified of rodents. I'm terrified. And this bitch, the pregnant one, she was hiding because the killer was trying to come after her. She was like hiding in a car. I don't know. And like there was a fucking, it was like in a junkyard or some shit. And there was like a rat. Oh, my water would have broke if I was her. And this rat was crawling up her leg as the killer looking for her. You would have had to kill me because I couldn't do it. I would have screamed. I would have had to kick it off. I would have made noise. So better. She was great. Maybe you're in these moments of like live or die. Maybe I would have acted differently. I don't know. But this show is everything. The first 3 episodes dropped on HBO Max. And every week now on Thursdays, it'll be 1 episode a week. So the first 3 dropped last week on Thursday. So episode 4 drops this Thursday coming up. So August 4th. And yeah, y'all should watch it, try it out. If you like slashers, whodunits, check it out. It does have the whole drama shit with the friends, and each girl has something going on. You got one girl dealing with racism. Teddy, that's my bitch. The curly hair, she's a horror fan. She's very Randy, very Mindy from Scream 5. So yeah, check it out. That's my favorite character is Teddy. I hope she don't die. But all these bitches trying to come together. They all are from different walks of life, and they all come together because they're in detention. You know, very 80s again. And they all piece and shit together. There's twins. I don't want to spoil too much more, but this is all in the first episode. This is just 1 episode. 2 and 3 got other shit coming on. But y'all gotta watch it, so I want to recommend that. All right, guys, now it's time for Terrell's Tubi time. So, thank you guys again for all the DMs and the comments and the messages that I mentioned a few weeks ago, or the last few episodes. Yeah, so basically every week I'm going to watch like Tubi original films and talk about them. And I got a few recommendations from you guys, so thank you for those. But I got a lot of them. There's a lot of them I was really interested in checking out, but since 2 people picked the same thing, I was like, you know what, I have to watch this. So I had a shout out to G. Pangua Jr. I probably fucked up your name, but you there. And DK Fan Films. You guys both said I should watch Bad Influence. So I looked it up. It came out like in March on Tubi. So Bad Influence is about, it has Jenny Garth. So that's what sold me too. Because I used to watch 90210, Beverly Hills 90210. And she was in the reboot. And Jenny Garth was on Drag Race. And she was known for being a bitch. So she probably is. Just look at her. Anyways, so Bad Influence. So I did watch it. Thank you guys. So let's talk about it. Mind you, okay, these movies are just like elevated Lifetime movies with like a slight twist or whatnot, and so far that's the main thing that's been going on. So Bad Influence, it's about this fucking, it's almost like 13, if you guys have seen 13 back in the day. Similar. So basically it's about Jenny Garth. She plays a mama, of course, because she's too old to play anything else. And she has a daughter, I forgot the bitch's name, Lily, a blonde. She's super nice, super sweet. She's like a girl next door type of bitch. And they move into this new town. And she wants her to find friends to fit in. So she goes to school. She's taking liking to this boy. And then she falls into this group. There's this curly haired dark bitch named Violet. And the movie plays off this quite well. Like the bitch, Violet, we're all black. Lily, we're all white. You just know they're the angel and the devil because this bitch, they're complete opposites. One blonde, one dark. So anyways, so Violet, she's creepy as fuck to me and weird. Her acting was awful. She smiled in every situation. The devilish shit, she smiled. I guess that was a good thing because the bitch was crazy. But basically, she gets into this group. And this is group of friends. There's 4 people. You have Violet. You have apparently the boy that the other bitch Lily took a liking to, which sucked too because she liked him and Violet was sucking and kissing on him. And I was like, oh no! After she told her she wanted him, this bitch gonna take her man. That's what I thought. All right, and then when you watch it, okay, let's keep going. So there's 4 people. There's Violet with the boy that the girl take a liking to, and then there's a token Asian boy and a token black girl who we don't see very much in the movie. They're just there, and basically they have this cult. I think it's a cult, because this bitch Violet, she got this book called The Zenith. So this book, basically, she wants the whole group to read. They wear fucking necklaces with Z's on them. The boys have to wear a ring with a Z on it, and the girls wear necklaces. So they're part of this thing where Zenith. So basically it means nothing matters, and you can just do what you want, when you want it type of thing. These bitches in high school, they're seniors, and they think they run in the world. And basically, yeah, so she gets into Bad Influence is the movie. So she hangs out with this crew and fucking like does all this shit that they're doing. But if someone does something wrong to her, like there was this stupid bitch, they were in the fucking cafeteria, and she's walking with her fucking food, and the other girl stands up, Lily, and she accidentally bumps into her, and her milk goes all over her blouse. It was an ugly blouse, so it didn't matter. And she got so mad. The bitch was mad. Well, bitch, you ran into her, so how you gonna be mad at the Lily bitch? I was confused. Anyways, Violet saw that, and she did not like it. Violet was like, we gonna get this bitch. And she did. That bitch is dead. But oh, it's spoiler. She's a crazy bitch. She killed people. So then, okay, another shit happened. There's a teacher, and the teacher's weird too. The Violet bitch always arguing with him. So Violet was like, oh well, she argued with him. Let me do it because she wants to fit in, right? So she did the same thing, but she didn't have her facts right. The bitch was embarrassed. She cried out That was my favorite scene. That bitch, how you gonna come for him trying to be this Violet bitch and you didn't have your facts right? He checked the bitch and she cried. Anyways, Violet didn't like that either. So what's gonna happen to the teacher? Y'all gotta watch, I won't spoil everything. But basically this happened, and the little blonde bitch started being rude to her mama, and then, you know, white people, when y'all be yelling, she was talking back, she was cursing to her mom. I don't know. If that was me, I would have got my ass whooped and never done that again. I don't know how these young kids could talk back to their mamas like they do, running up the stairs, stomping. Bitch, do you pay for this house? I saw her little footprints on the stairs, the scratches. Fucking crazy. Anyway, so she's talking back to her mom, so she's being rebellious, just like Violet. So Violet apparently lives in this mansion, because they get to this mansion, and then here there's like candle lights and stuff, and then the boy that she likes is there, right? And then she's there with Violet, so Violet's like, oh, he's here, da-da-da-da, candles everywhere. Violet escorts herself out. So, oh, I'm gonna go, you know, get something to eat or something, right? So the blonde bitch is there with the other guy. They all talking, he being all cutesy, and they start making out, right? Tell me why this Violet bitch come in the door, pulling off some lingerie, and here we go. Another Tubi original, some more sucking and fucking and threesomes. So we back with the threesomes again, y'all. Let's be honest. You got the girls kissing, very wild things. And yeah, they got it on, but you know it was made for TV, so they cut and chopped and screwed, and they had to cut after the boy took off his shirt and all this stuff. And then they had to cut it a little bit. It wasn't as explicit as Obsessed to Death, because these are teenagers, maybe, I don't know. But there was a threesome again. Anyway, so that was that. And it just goes on. There's a twist. I don't want to spoil it, but she gets rebellious. She finds out there's a mystery behind it, y'all. There's a mystery behind this stupid, crazy bitch. And after you think the movie's over, keep watching because there's more. Jenny Garth has a fight scene, and that was kind of funny. So yeah, so y'all, I would say I would give this movie. What would I give this movie? It was okay. I mean, I liked Obsessed to Death the most, I think, out of all these. The Stepmother was crazy. Toe was all right. I didn't like that one. This one I give like 2.5 out of 5. It's like meet in the middle, y'all. This is okay. But yeah, y'all check it out. Bad Influence. Yeah, don't hate me if y'all don't like it. But yeah, give me another one. I have another couple, 2 or 3 that y'all had recommended I'm gonna check out next. But yeah. Check it out on Tubi, and let me know, guys, in the comments, DM, message me. We can go from there. All right. Moving on, y'all. So, since there's not a lot of Blu-rays released this week, I do want to talk about what's hitting VOD. So, starting first up on Peacock is Kevin Bacon's new camp counselor thing. You know, one of his first movies is Friday the 13th. He's like a camp counselor. Now he's shifting gears. He's still at a camp, but it's a conversion camp. They/them. I guess it's a play on words. That hits Peacock on Friday, August 5th, so y'all tune into that. It's a slasher. I'm looking forward to it. Also is Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. That's hitting select theaters this Wednesday, Thursday, and I think Friday. But y'all gotta check your local listings because it's only playing for us Wednesday at the Alamo Draft House. And I want to go, but it's super fucking early. But anyways, Bodies, Bodies, Bodies from A24. Another, I think, slasher. Another Maybe it's woke, I don't know. But yeah, so Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. I'm looking forward to that one. And the last one, also I got all this Predator going, I can't wait, is Prey. And it's the prequel to the Predator films. So Predator, okay, I went into this thing, okay. This is probably gonna be like whatever. All these Predator movies are hit and miss. But I had a test screening recently, and I was looking through all the Twitter feeds. I didn't see any spoilers, thank God. But they were talking very highly of this movie. Like a lot of people left, and they really enjoyed this. Like it got praise. So I don't know. I'm not gonna go by it. I like to go for myself anyways. Even if they said it was shitty, I still wanted to watch it. But yeah, I got a lot of praise, a lot of standing ovation before their little Q&A. So it was really kind of cool to hear this. So I'm really excited to see what this is gonna be about. So Prey does hit Hulu on Friday. So it's not hitting theaters, unfortunately, but it is gonna be on streaming. So if y'all at home, y'all can get your popcorn and watch it. So, since there's no Blu-rays this week, we're gonna go into a little bit of the Predators. So I brought the Predator series, y'all. And I wanted to do a quick, I haven't seen all these, so I'm gonna watch these, or at least one or two of them throughout the week. So if I were to rank these, I would go with the first one. I brought Predator 3D. I used to have a 3D TV till it broke, and I never really cared anymore because 3D movies don't even come out no more. But Predator was my favorite, the first one. And I got these all in 4K, and I've never seen these in 4K yet, so I'm excited to check these out, this box set. I haven't even opened it yet. But yeah, Predator, Predator 2, and Predators is in this cool 4K box set. And then you have The Predator, the newest one that came out, and I got this cool Best Buy exclusive steelbook. But if I were to rank these Predator series, the 4 films, I'd probably go the first one first. I haven't seen this in a long time. I'm gonna start my first one first. And then I like Predators, you know, Adrian Brody with the nose. That was pretty good from what I remember. His fucking beak. Yeah, he had a beak. And then the third one I would say is The Predator with the little Predator dogs, little Whoopi Goldbergs. And then the fourth would be the Danny Glover one when he's like in the city, Predator Part 2. I don't remember that one that much, so that's probably why it's so low. But I remember being a kid, just being like, oh yeah, this is cool, Predator's in it, but I didn't really care for it, maybe because I was a kid. But I haven't seen this in a long time, so I'm gonna rewatch Part 2 probably at least. And everyone's favorite, Alien vs. Predator. Do y'all like these? So I remember loving that this was coming out. Predator, Alien vs. Predator. The first one has Sanaa Lathan, you know, from Love and Basketball. She was great. And this movie was slow, if I remember right. Slow as hell. But I like this one. Alien vs. Predator Requiem. Look at that, with the little Predator alien, where he made babies and had all these alien babies. Look at this shit. It was kind of cool. A lot of blood, gore, a lot of kills. But yeah, these were okay. I need to revisit these again as well. But yeah, it's Predator week, y'all. So y'all need to tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me your rankings at the bottom. But yeah, as of right now, I go 1, 4, 3, then 2. And until Prey comes out. I didn't incorporate these because I don't really remember these as much. I do remember having a lot of fun with Part 2 and number 1 being kind of boring. And Sanaa Lathan lived, though. Y'all talking about the black people dying. That doesn't happen. She didn't die in this one. So yes, the Predator films. All right, so now, since it also is a slow week, I do want to do something different. If you listen to CNT Unfiltered, I did do halfway through the year, top 5 favorite films of the year so far. So so you listen to that. So I do want to do something for the Blu-ray side. So I want to talk about my 5 favorite Blu-rays so far of this year. So we're in August. We still have a few more months to go, but so far my favorite releases, Blu-ray releases. These might not be my favorite movies of the year, but these are like releases I was either excited to get, hard to get, that I was excited to finally have in the collection, or I was just super into this movie and I was glad to have this edition. So we're gonna get into this. So first up, I wanted to talk about All About Evil. So this is released from Severin, and it had this awesome slip box cover, and I got this before anyone. So anyone that that went to the All About Evil screening in San Francisco, where they got first dibs on this Blu-ray release. So I think like a week or 2 after that, Severin had it on their website, and I think next week or the week after, it's available for everyone. So like Amazon, Best Buy, you can get it from there. So it was really cool to actually get this during the opening screening of the 10-year anniversary of All About Evil, and the crew, actors, and stuff were there. So I got it signed, which is super cool. I met Peaches Christ. She like shared the pictures that we took, which was super cool. And yeah, the screening was fun. Only thing I will say was hot as fuck. And I think I talked about it in a past episode. It was like we're fanning ourselves with popcorn buckets. It was a whole experience. But All About Evil is a cool little slasher. I highly recommend checking it out. It comes with this cool little slip box, this thick slip box that Severin has, and this cool little double cover. Like the cover's the original cover, or the new art cover, and then the original cover. And yeah, I highly recommend it. It's loaded with bonus features, documentary, and yeah, support the boutique labels. All right, so that was my first one. These aren't in any particular order. These are just cool releases that I thought were, that stood out for me for this year. All right, next up is one that I actually loved and I think is in my top 5 and is like a blooper because this shit came out in 2021, but the Blu-ray came out in 2022. So SpiderMan No Way Home. So this movie was great. I talked about this in a past episode, and this is one of my favorite Marvel movies. Probably my top 5, I will say, if I were to group them. I don't really care for Tom Holland as Spider-Man, but this movie's everything, and it incorporated all 3 generations of Spider-Man in this one movie, and it elevated the story to see where it goes next with the whole multiverse. So the reason I added this into my top 5 is because when this dropped originally, I missed out on this steelbook. Like, the shit sold out and I couldn't get it anywhere. Like, you know, Best Buy, once they get their shit, they don't have shit in their stores. Now I have no Blu-rays at my Best Buy. And yeah, so recently I was hanging out with Chris, aka Selling Flame, and his brother had an extra copy. And it was so cool that Josh, shout out to Josh, Revengeance, his album's coming out. SpiderMan No Way Home, he had an extra one. He actually gifted it to me. I was in an offer to buy it, but he said, no, you can have this. And it was sealed, and it's in pretty good condition, y'all. So SpiderMan No Way Home, I was super excited to actually have in my collection, the Best Buy exclusive. I actually like this cover a lot, so that's why it's in my top 5. I will say, after all that, it was just announced that this is getting a re-release. So they're doing a reprint for this that's going to be available everywhere, not just Best Buy. It's on Amazon, I think, for like 40 bucks though. So if you guys did miss it, like I did, you could actually order this on Amazon, Best Buy, Target, and all your other retailers on this and a couple other reprints. Those are other Blu-rays coming out steelbook-wise. So yeah, check that out. Cool. All right, guys, next up, one of my favorite releases is The Cabin in the Woods, Best Buy exclusive steelbook. So this is another one that was kind of hard to get, and I love this movie. I love this movie. When this shit came out, I was shocked by what I seen. The blood, the gore, the story, the twist. Joss Whedon did his thing. I know he got all this shit going on with his personal life, the way he treats people on set, but this movie was great. And The Cabin in the Woods, I love the cover. I like how it had this cool slip cover around it to protect it if you do want to open it. I don't really open a lot of mine, especially since I already own this singly, and that cool lenticular release that was originally came out in 2015. But yeah, this steelbook from Best Buy is in my top 5. It's one of my favorite releases this year. I like the back cover, y'all. Nice. I will want to shout out, I didn't get this one, but the American Psycho one, that would have probably been on my list because that shit is awesome. I saw all y'all posts where you have the American Psycho slip over different movies with the face. Awesome. So that was another one, but I don't actually own that one. So maybe if that gets reprinted or I can find that, I need to pick that one up. All right, next up, so that's why we have Mr. Evil Dies tonight, is Halloween Kills. This is another one, y'all. See, Best Buy getting a lot of love this episode. So, Halloween Kills, the steelbook, was the 4K Ultra HD edition, is another one of my favorites because this shit sold out in seconds. And I'm so glad I ordered this because everyone on the Instagram talking about, oh, I missed out on this. So I was really excited to actually have this in my collection. And this is also getting redone, but I think the colors are flipped. This is red and black, but I think the colors are black and red on the next one. It's really weird, but they're redoing it, and it's coming out, I think, next week or the week after. This month, though, and they're re-releasing this before Halloween ends. And I love this movie. I saw it twice in theaters. I saw it probably twice on Peacock when it dropped, and I loved it. Michael Myers was not playing in this movie, and I can't wait for Halloween ends to see how this final showdown goes. And I only watched that trailer once, so I'm going to leave it at that because I want to be surprised. I want to be excited. And we have a few more months to this. And October 14th, I'm in my seat. But yeah, Halloween Kills, Best Buy exclusive. If you guys missed this like I almost did, they are re-releasing this at Best Buy in a couple weeks. All right, y'all. All right, next up, the 4th edition is the Batman. So this is another one. All these Best Buy steelbooks were super hard to get, but the Batman. This is one I actually generally liked a lot that came out this year. The Batman was amazing. I love this movie. I liked everything they did with it, the darkness. Robert Pattinson surprised me. I didn't think I would like this. And I love this cover. I like the Riddler in the red, the dot, and has the Batman face in it. This is another one that was hard to get. I don't know if they're doing a reprint on this one yet. But I love this release, and I actually got all the releases for this. I got this one, I got the slipcover version, and I got the Walmart exclusive. So this one here is a cool little box that came with the Blu-ray. It has a cool little thing that Batgirl, what the fuck, that got canceled. Y'all hear about that? They canceled the Batgirl movie. Anyways, Catwoman here at the top, and it has a little cool little sculpted bat ring display. So this is only at Walmart. This is kind of hard to find. Walmart, y'all weak too, because y'all get your new releases and y'all don't put your shit out. You go there on Tuesday, the shit's not out. You gotta ask them, and there's always a fat fuck that's working there, and he never want to help you. Everything's out. I was like, bitch, no, it's not. This shit came out today. Go check in the back. Lazy. Lazy, lazy, lazy. They put up the old fat fuck in Walmart in this fucking electronics section. Sorry, I got that out. But speaking of Batman, Batgirl was supposed to come out. There's a lot of like backlash because she was Latina. Not a lot of backlash, but like, it was different that she was Latina, which who cares? And they didn't like her outfit because it was like a sweat jacket or something, Batgirl. I mean, it looked fine. There was a comic where she had that look, and they fucking like did the movie. There was a lot of backlash on her suit. I was like, what do you want? This is like an origin thing. So like, she ain't gonna have all the money to put that leather shit together. I'm confused. And she Latina. She probably grew up in like not that rich, like the fucking Ninja Pino from earlier with the BMW and the Jordans. I don't know. So that was the whole thing. But WB decided to cancel it. It was 95% done. It was in post-production, and today it was announced that they canceled the fucking movie. It's supposed to be on HBO Max. We had a cameo from Michael Keaton as Batman, the 1989 version, and they canceled it. And I'm kind of upset. And I was ready for this movie. I was excited. I like Batgirl, and I don't know. They're cutting all the minority. They canceled Batwoman this year, and now you can't have Batgirl. I guess they no love for them. Anyway, so that's that. And then the last release, y'all, and my favorite. Y'all can probably already guess. Could y'all guess? No. Okay, so my last favorite is Scream. How y'all duh? So I talked about this on, I have like 46 episodes. I talked about it probably like half of those. I mean, 75% of those movies I'm talking about Scream in some kind of way. So Scream 5, the Steelbook. So I love this movie. I watched this numerous times as I did all the sequels, and I had to have this. This is my favorite movie, one of my favorite movies of the year, and my favorite addition to actually have in my collection. Sits nice on my shelf next to my Scream and Scream 4 Steelbook. I'm excited for Scream 2 if y'all haven't pre-ordered that. Scream 2, 97. The Steelbook's coming out in October, so pre-order that and the regular 4K edition slip. But yeah, I'm super excited for this. When this came out, I have like every edition of this as well, and I can't wait for Scream 6 or Scream exclamation mark twice or Scream blood mark twice. But yeah, I had to add this to the collection. This one was great. And rest in peace to Dewey. I'm still thinking about that. Every time I look at this, it only has Gale. They alluded to this. Dewey ain't, oh, he is on here. So yeah, they'll have Dale and Sydney here. So I wish, there's a lot of reports that Sydney's coming back in the next one, or she's not. But I'm like, there's too many fucking characters to follow. You got Samara Weaving coming up in there. You got Gail Weatherstor. You got Sam and Tara. You got Mindy. You got Chad. You got all these characters that you got to follow. And you got Kirby. You want to throw in Nev? There's too many people, y'all. You gotta slice and dice them bitches off. But I'm ready for Scream 2023. And yeah. So y'all let me know if you guys have any more Tubi movies. In the comments, let me know. Like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys watching this. It's super fun. And yeah, listen to me on CNT Unfiltered. The Overlook Hour. Make sure you listen to them. We watched recently The First Kill. What is this movie called? Orphan First Kill. Y'all stay tuned for that. We'll get into that later. Listen to the Overlook Hour. And yeah, until next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.